Hello my little hunters, it's your boy James the Killer, and following my last nerf review of the nerf Flip Fury, I decided to show you guys the nerf Vagabond. Keep in mind, it does not come black, it actually comes kind of like the Zombie Strike series, color-wise. Specifically, the color is more like this. That's the color of the gun itself, but I needed to use this for a convention in my hometown called WangCon. It's kind of like Comic-Con, but only for my hometown of Wenatchee. So, let's get to it. First off, when you buy this thing, like I said, it's not going to be black. It's actually going to have a transparent section, I think, right about here. I'm not really sure. It's been a while since I've actually seen this. Not painted, but here's the funner part. I have two of them. Now, most of you who've played Overwatch know who the character Reaper is. Actually, all of you who've played Overwatch know who Reaper is. This was my attempt at making his guns, since they are about the same length, and holding them out, yeah, they're pretty well set up. What is that thing? Is that the box? That's the box, okay. Sorry, I have a cable box on top of the TV, that's where you guys are at right now. But yeah, I decided I was going to try my hand at spray painting. Now granted, I added like 6,000 or 7,000 layers of black spray paint. Not really, it's like unknown. I didn't really keep track of how many layers I put on, but that is not the important part. The important part is whether or not you guys should get this. That's the review part. So, just the way it used to be, I did like it. I did actually like the way it looked, but it kind of turned me off when, I had, at that time I was going through the phase that most of us all go through called the goth phase or the emo phase, or, we all wear black. So, black. Just because I wanted to. As well as I liked Reaper. I hadn't even played the game yet, and I already knew I liked Reaper. He is one of the 3 characters I can play really well with. The other 2 being Diva and Widowmaker. I'm sorry, guys. I am a dude. I play girl characters. So what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't freaking matter. But, yeah. So, it was pretty cool just to see this thing. I got this originally at a toy store that only comes around during Christmas time. I don't even know if it's still in the mall that I got the first one from, which is one of these 2. I don't know which one it is anymore. But, supposedly, this thing was designed for the same function as the Flip Fury, where if you hold this back and cock it, it will fire. It does not do that. Or at least, mine doesn't do that. Maybe it has something to do with the darts. I'm not sure, but mine doesn't do that. Mine, you literally have to, and then fire. Now, the fun thing about this is that the thing doesn't actually rotate until after you fire it. The Flip Fury, it rotates when you cock it back. That's something I like about this. The other thing I like about it is that if you were to leave this in its original format, you get to see how everything works, the cocking mechanism works. I think even some of the handle was transparent. I'm not really sure. I didn't really pay attention to that. But another thing I liked about it was just the aesthetic of it. It kind of looks like, now it looks like something that would be in a sci-fi movie. To me, anyway. The one problem I do have is that I'm not even sure how the heck you're supposed to attach this to yourself. Like most Nerf guns, like the Flip Fury, I'll even show you. the Flip Fury has technically 3 areas where you can put stuff. And what I mean by that is these little hooks. These little hook areas. You can put a hook in these areas and have the gun held like this. Or if you're one of those weird people who's like, oh, I like it like this, you can have it like this. That is kind of not the case. Because, see, this little one is a little bit larger than most of those goofy little hook things you have like on bags and stuff are. Same with this one. They're like the same size, but if you were to put this on, it would be hanging like this. Or like this. Either way, like if it's hanging like this and you're moving, you will eventually shake the bullets loose. Now, a way to fix that is to just, put in a small bit of layer of glue and it'll fix it. But I don't do those kind of Nerf modifications because, 1, that would mean I'd have to take this whole gun apart, and 2, I'd have to keep track of where the screws went. I have a bad history with that. But the other way you could do it is just having it held up like this, but then you have to, find out, oh, I gotta hook it here, or I gotta hook it here. I don't like that. That's a problem to me. What I do like is that it actually has 6 holes. Now those 6 holes, you would think, oh, by the 6 holes it means it shoots all 6 bullets at once. No, it doesn't. It actually does fire one at a time. The firing coming from the biggest one. These ones are pretty much just like if your bullet comes out, you can just slam it back in, use your nail, and put it back in. Or your finger, whatever. Now, the thing I don't get is the rail. We get this standard Nerf rail, and I don't see the point behind it. I mean, you're going to be holding this like this or like this. You're not going to be trying to use a sight because, well, honestly, it's pointless. This thing is like, this is like holding a shotgun and then trying to put a sniper rifle on it and thinking, oh, I can snipe that guy from 3,000 feet away. No. This thing is essentially a shotgun. It's a Nerf shotgun. So, cock it back, fire off, and I put a crappy bullet in there. Let me try that again. What the heck? Wow, okay. I am sorry, guys. This gun is being difficult right now. I think I put in the wrong bullets. And what I mean by that is that certain, like, these are the correct bullets, but sometimes the factory makes them just ever so slightly smaller than they need to be, so it's like not actually able to fire off. I am sorry for that, guys. Now, this is something I also learned about these things, is that the plastic batch actually will differ, because originally, one of these things, I think it's this one in fact, this handle section right here, I'm going to try and get the light to hit it, there you go. This was actually gray. On the other one it was black, or maybe it was this one that was black, but one of them had gray and black. Gray for a handle, and the other one was black. Obviously you can't tell the difference, because they're all black now. Now, you will actually be able to know without just reading Nerf, Vagabond. I don't even know if I can actually get you guys to see that. If you can see that word Vagabond right there, then cool. But Nerf, Doomland series is printed right up here, and then Vagabond is printed right up here. So it literally goes Nerf, Doomland series, Vagabond. And honestly, I tested one of these two. I can't remember which one it was. But one of these things could actually get 30 feet with an arc. Straight on, I think it got 25 feet, so that's pretty good for a Nerf gun. That's actually really good because when you fire, you have a better chance of then cocking this silently. Oops. Cocking this silently, and then sneaking up on someone and going, boom, got you, dude. But yeah, it's a challenge in and of its own. It is a very big challenge. But Honestly, I would highly recommend that you guys get this, if for nothing else, but for what I'm about to do with it, which is completely recolor that thing, or maybe I won't. I don't know. I might buy another one and then actually do something that I can't remember. I think he's no, it's not Optibotomus. It is crap. I think it was Chris Customs. Chris's Quick Customs. I think that's what his name is. But he did a modification of the Nerf Raptor from the AccuStrike, which is essentially a smaller version sniper rifle that doesn't come with a scope. He had a scope that came from another guy, but totally different thing. But yes, I want to do something like what he did. But until next time, little hunters, you should have stayed awake. Oh, like, comment, subscribe.